Today is the second day of March 2014, and I'm delighted to have Manubhai to visit with us and share so many beautiful remembrances. Welcome, Manubhai. Before we talk about yourself, could you tell us a little bit about your family?
Yeah. First of all, my mother's sister's son, he was a student in Baroda. He used to stay there, come to our house, and he will tell that is one of the good person is there in Professor Baroda. If you like to come and see, you can see it. Then she says, I cannot come with empty hand. So I can bring some sweets which we may like it. So she prepared the sweets with pure ghee, and that is called magas, which says. That is given in sharing those darshan times, 15th August. Magas, this says, pure. Then we prepared the laddus, small balls. Then we took it there. My mother took it because I was not born, so she was telling me. So she says, I gave the offer to him, and the Charuda was there, Charudatta. That is, he was in Baroda education centers. So he saw, let us take it home and we can distribute. Then Sherwin says, no, I like it here to eat it in the college itself. So he took it. He delighted, so sweet and so nice. Once again, can you bring it again?
Sri Aurobindo
asked. So she said, all right, I'll bring it. Whenever you want, I can bring it. So she says, I'll bring it. Again, my brother's son says, then I will bring it. So again 3-4 times she went and given to same sweets. And then that time the Charuda's wife Lilavati, she also enjoyed Charudatta's wife Lilavati. She is also with that. Then after some time, Sri Aurobindo went to the Calcutta. Then he was not there. He was in communist movement. So he went to the communist movement, started the Majur Mahajan Sabha, founder of the Majur Mahajans. Then AITUC, he founded there. When that time the Nanda was there. Then the Prime Minister, few days he remained in India. So he was a sadhu. So sometimes he goes and comes to our house. Then let us go and see him also, Sri Aurobindo's. Then he went also and saw when he was in Baroda. Afterwards, she says, whoever will go with him, people will follow to him, they never come back. They never come back to him without that eyes reflections is there. So when I was born, then I had 10 years, about 8 years. My brothers and another elder brothers both have the thread ceremonies. So thread ceremony was in August, 10th August he was there. So elder brother was, ceremony is finished. Then my elder brother Pranabhai says that I will go to the Pondicherry because my time is over to come here. So he went back. He went to the Pondicherry back. Then third day I had again the thread ceremony. After finishing, my maternal uncle said, where you want to go? You want to go Banaras or where you want to go? I say, I will like to go to Pondicherry. Immediately my mother says, if he goes, then he won't come out. Because many people have come from our place, from Sojitra and Nadyad. My father and mother used to go the morning prayers, this is Prabhat Ferry. They take the shade of some other's picture and move in the street by streets. going Shervindo Sharanam Mama, Mamira Sharanam Mama, like that they go. And they finish morning, that time they make a Rambhai Patel, that is Vishwabandhu's father. Vishwabandhu's father. He was coming and going. Another Tulsi Bai, he was also was coming and going. That time the Krishnalal also came there.
To Pondicherry.
Pondicherry.
Mm-hmm.
So all these people come and they never went back. They stayed there.
So your mother said,
Like
if
this.
you go, you won't come back.
Come back like that. So that way another 3 people went from our same village, Nadiad. That is Chandubai, another Chandubai and then Chimanbai. They came here, they stayed sometimes, and mother has done such a way such that time she wanted to start the occultisms. So occultism in that way, the people who can go in that, they can whatever they want, they can do it. So some people went in mad, that is gone in the going poetries, some are going in paintings, like that was going on. Then afterwards they become mad, because here they in Pondicherry they cannot keep mother, because they lose the balance completely out of, because there is no purity in the mind. So mother says this is not way proper to do the work. Then she says better to start with the younger children's kids. So afterwards she thought the kids are starting. So she came from Bangladesh, Calcutta, and some from Gujarat. Then at that time when my brother was in Kerala, in this Calicut, we had the very big school conducting about 3,000 school children, about Bal Mandirs and this.
Where were you at this time?
That time I was about 8 years. 8 years.
Okay.
8 years. So he says, I will go to I'm coming and going to Pondicherry and come back. So you stay here. So I say, I won't stay, I will go home back. So I went back home. Then my ceremony started, all these things. Then he asked my maternal uncle to go to what you want. He said, I want to go Pondicherry. So I decided, and there is nobody with me. So then is one Baroda, one Pandya was there. The Pandya came, so this is our close relations. He says, I will take you there, don't worry about that. So mother has given some sweets, same sweets, muggers and this and that, what we prepare in our thread ceremonies. So I took it in one box, different boxes. I brought it here. That time when I came to Pondicherry, from Villupuram to Pondicherry, completely different environment. You find something going up like that, movement was the vibrations was coming. So that I asked my friend Pandya, what is this new vibration is there? Pondicherry, Madras is different, and Villupuram this side is going, Pondicherry is different. That is something is there, you see the Pondicherry then. When we reached the Pondicherry station, the Purani was there, Manubhai Purani. So he say, why you have come? I say, I have come to see the Shri Krishnas and Mother Radha.
How old were you, Manubhai?
That time I was about 10 years.
10 years.
10 years. So I came here, so he says, you have no permission, you cannot go. I say, you can ask to somebody there, and if it's there, suits me, then I will come. Then afterwards, he requested Diwan Bhai. So all right, I will take you. Then he went to Sherwindo's, this boy has come, Pranbhai's brother, Jaswant Thakur's, the auntie's brother. So if you can, all right, let him come. So I asked the Diwan Bhai, this sweet is for my mother has prepared. So I have to offer to Sherwindo. She says, it is very difficult to take there near. I tell you, take it there and keep it on what time they are taking food, that time you take. Say about the 2 o'clock they are, Sherwindo used to take the food, afternoon. After bath, about 1 o'clock bath, morning bath he never takes. He goes in trance. So 1 o'clock he takes. He takes 1 o'clock, 1:30, then he comes back to the main room and sitting there. He was waiting for the mother, when the mother comes and give the food. So that time, Divanbhai took it and put it the sweets there near that on the table.
What room is this now?
This front where the Shervindos lying, that room,
Okay.
on that room, not in veranda,
Yeah.
not darshan rooms, but
Okay.
back side room.
Mhm.
So sitting there, Shervindos sitting there, mother's chair is there. Mother is coming. Who brought these things? We cannot give these things. Then Divanbhai says, it is brought from the Pranbhai's brother, some sweet, and mother is always used to give to Shervindos this sweet, so you can see. Then Shervindos, yes, I remember. This that Jaswant Thakur's mother, auntie is coming and giving me sweets. The same sweet is there with me. So he liked it, and without telling that she was taking food. The mother came, don't take. He said, mother, I like it, then I take it. They took it. Some sweets they took it. Then afterwards remaining, you give the prasad back in veranda. We are sitting there. Divanbhai was there, Champaklal is there, then there is Nirod is there, Satyan is there, Dr. Bechalal, Dr. Upin Banerjee, all these, another 3 people, Dr. Nag, another 2 people I don't know. Manilal was there, Manilal was not there that time.
Where were you sitting?
In the veranda,
In the front.
second veranda.
Okay.
Not in the front rooms, but inside the veranda is there.
Right.
That side we are sitting. And we are hearing the voice sharing those mothers. And this is very nice sweet, I will take it. So afterwards, taking the remaining balance, then you give it to these people back sitting there, you give prasad to them. So we took it all the prasad to all the people. These all 12 people are there sitting, we are taking the food. Afterwards, Mother Shervindos said, let him go and take the rest. Let him come about 3 or 4 o'clock to see me.
At 10 years.
So afterwards in the line, he says, bring him with the Bechalal, Dr. Bechalal. Because Bechalal, he was very connected with Shervindos too much.
Oh.
So behind the Bechalal was front, I was back side. So Bechalal was done pranam, then I went. Then I was so much inside, that is, I saw the Shri Krishna's and mother is coming down as Radha's. I saw the picture and I started my Gopi Git, which I not remember at present. Gopi Git, that is Gopis and Krishna is doing the music and they are chanting the Gopi Gits. So afterwards, about 5 or 10 minutes I remained there near the Shervindos with the room. Mother is sitting at the. Then there is Umir Chand was there, and there is Nirod says, you can go. The Shervindos said, let him wait. Let him wait. Let him recite some couplets. Then I went back. I did the pranam. When I came down, I don't know how I came down. Went to, in the Ramaswami's, there is actually Plashesar is there. Side by there, the Oroshikha is there. There is I was staying, where I used to pay 2 annas a day. 2 annas a day. And food I cannot get it out from the ashram. So I went in Matru Cafe. There is at present there is no. So daily they take the 4 annas, 2 annas morning breakfast, 4 annas lunch, and 2 annas dinner. That is full dinner is they used to give. I liked it very much, coffee and these things. So we went there. Meanwhile, my brother has given some rupees to me to offer to mother. And there, Pranbhai knows that he will bring it there. So I thought, let me take it some cycles. There is no cycles here in Pondicherry. So I can go to cycle shop and ask. That each cycle will be 50 rupees with full, I think Then afterwards I asked my brother whether I can give. Then he asked the Purani, no, 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 I should not. Then afterwards, all right, I will give for the mother. So next day, she came down, I was following that. That time she used to give everybody's garlands. So whatever the garlands is there, the Champaklal brought the plasticity garland. Mother said, no, no, give the bhaktis, that is Tulsi's mala. Then she came, put it there, you can go now.
She put it around you.
Around. You can go. So I went back. I was so much inside. So I lie down in my room and said, I did come out about evening, till evening. So my brother says, where is he there? Then he says, he's sleeping. Let me see, go and see. Mother has given only one day to stay here in Pondicherry. Next day he has to go out. Then afterwards she decided, no, let him stay for 2 days, then he can go. So 2 days I enjoyed. I went with my friend Pandya and came back. So in the 1942 I again came back. 1942, 42 or 43, I don't know exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I came back again with my brother and seen the Sri Aurobindo, remained about 10 or 15 days, then I went back. In 42, 42 again, my brother says you can go back. And mother says you go now because the Japanese war was there.
Ah, yes.
So you should not remain here, you should go out. Then I said, asked my brother, where shall I go? You can go to Swami Ramdas. There is Swami Ramdas in Kannadgar. He said, so I went there, Swami Ramdas ashram, that's Kannadgar. He's a very pious man. He was chanting always, and they say, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Just like chanting. There is a big ashram is there. Then opposite there a big hill was there. The hill is the completely shining and everything. So upstairs one yogi was there. So one day I asked Krishnabai. So that is Ramdas. Krishnabai was serving to Ramdas. So Krishnabai asked. That is they call the Mataji. So I asked mother, so can I go upstairs and see the light which is there? Oh, you can go. So 5 o'clock I started from there, hills, then going up. There is some yogi, good yogi is there. This is called the Nityananda Swami.
Nityananda Swami.
So I went there, Nityananda, stayed outside. Stayed about 1 hour, 1.5 hours. He was not looking at me. Then afterwards, say, this boy is not going out. Hey, kutta, idhar aao. Kutta means dog.
And you were 12 at this point, huh? 12 years old?
12 years, sir. Hey, kutta, idhar aao. क्या सुनने आया? आपका दर्शन करने को आया. I have come to see you, have the blessings. Then तूने कुछ खाया? You have eaten something? I said no. Then you will take. Then I will take the food. Then some plate came with the sweets and all these things from the sky. That's it, from the caves. It came and 2 dishes are there. You take the food whatever you like. Then I say, first you take, then I will take it. So something will be there. So I don't know what is the thing is there. Then you take. Sweets are there, jalebis are there, puris are there, laddus are there, and some karam is there, chilies, bhajis are there. What you like it. First you take, then I will take. Then he gave me some food, then I took it. He took it there. He says, all right. Meanwhile, the Ramdas and Krishnabai were searching me where. Then Krishnabai says he has gone upstairs to see the Nityananda. So night, about 8 o'clock, they came up hill. And they says, where is he? He's sitting. Then Ramdas says, it is not your chela, not my chela. It is Sri Aurobindo's chela. You don't disturb him. Let him go back. So all right. Then I came with the Ramdas and Swami Mataji. So I slept with Mataji's another cot. She was staying. Another room was the Swami Ramdas. Morning I got up. I saw something very picture of the Nityananda with brilliant light in the eyes. And big, tummy was very big. So it was just like tiger's eyes are the focusing. Then I say, what is this? All right, there is something will be there. Then I asked Mataji, so what is this? He is a yogi, Hat Yogi. He was a Hat Yogi and doing the sadhana, Hat Yogis. He will go there, Bombay, Ganeshpuri, then he stay there some days here coming. And most of them, Bombay goes and stay there. So all right, then one day, we'll go one day there. After finishing there, then again I went to Ahmedabad. So I stayed there. And Ramdas, before leaving there, I will come to your house and see you there.
Oh.
Ramdas says, all right. Then after 1 or 2 years after, 1 year afterwards, he came there, in some millionaire's place, and sitting there. There is a, you call the Rohit Bihari Mills. There is big mill is there. So the owner came to me to our house and asked that address. This is Manubhai and my father's name is there. So he came. Ramdas says, Swami Ramdas has come to see you. You can come to our house. All
He
right,
came to see you.
Yes. So you come to me. There is in our house. Our house is there. There will be. So there is big bungalow and staying there. Swami Ramdas came and we embraced both together. And she says, what a gems you are. You go. So I stayed about 2 hours, 3 hours. Then we went back. So we are staying in Ambalal Sarabhai's retreat. Ambalal Sarabhai's retreat in Shahibag. There is Shahibag, and Soyaben and Sarabhai, Ambalal, they came here in Pondicherry in 1930 and stayed here in Salvaraj Chettiar's house. Diwan Bhai is arranged there, Salvaraj Chettiar's house. But another sister, his daughter was there, Leela Ben, Leela Mangaldas. There's a big, and he is also Mangaldas Girdhar also, big millionaires in the Bombay, Ahmedabad city. They have about 14 mills per mill. Each mill is 10,000 workers, one shift, 10,000 workers. So 40,000 workers are working in each mills. So they are working there, staying there. So I went there and he says, now whenever you want to come, if you want any help, you come and take it. So I say, I don't require any help. I will come and come back. Because I am staying in Ambalal Sarabhai's house, retreat, some house is there, so they given. So I know the Muralanini, who is coming to Auroville, Muralanini. Might be knowing Muralanini. Muralanini, dancer. She also, I know her. And Lina Ben, that time 1949, 50, I came in August here, 1949, August I came here, and I settled here. So after 49, in December, Sherando passed away.
And did you have his darshan before he passed away?
Before him. In August I saw him. In November I saw him. And December he was not well. So Dr. Bechalal says, I won't come 2 or 3 days. Afterwards I say, what's happened? Sharon, he's not well, so I'm not able to come. So that time, 1st December, there's a drama was there in our playground. The drama was there. That was drama. This Durga, Shaktis, all the dramas was there. 3, 4 deities and all. In that is, drama was going on. After 5th December, the 4th December night, mother was little bit hesitated to stay there. But even though she stayed there, and afterwards maybe she went back. That was rainy, full of rains. In drama's time, stadium. There in the playground it is stadium. So they prepared the playground and then dancing and doing. So mother went back. In the morning we heard the Shervindo passed away. Then I asked Dr. Bachelor, what has happened? He said prostate trouble was there. In that, this mother called the Dr. Sanyal, and he says, I don't want any medicine. I am rested. So she even though passed away afterwards, 51, 52, there was a little crisis in our ashram. No money, no clothes to give people. So I asked my brother, what his mother is selling his saris, diamonds, everything. I was a little bit upset. Then I said, why can't you call the Lina? Lina, she was a Mangaldas Girdar's wife. So I wrote a letter to come and see the ashram, what is the ashram is there. So she came in August and she remained about 2 or 3 days. Manubhai says, where will you put it? I say, where she will like to in Golconda or she will stay here. Oh, she is a big person, lady. How can she? Let us see, let her come and see. Then she came. We have got in our Chettiar house, where is the Chettiar cotton trees there. Cotton trees.
Yes.
There. She previously, mother used to come there. There is a wrestling in Purani used to do the wrestling there. Wrestling, the one portion is there, they do the wrestling work. And she used to see wrestling and then she goes in the evening, 5 o'clock back to playground. So afterwards, I called Lina, wrote a letter to her and she came here. I said to stay 2 or 3 days. She liked very much. Instead of 2 or 3 days, she stayed about a week. She saw all the departments, everything. And meanwhile, her husband was coming here he was a bank custodian in Indian Bank of India. So he was inaugurating Pondicherry one bank. So after coming, then he says, I will stay here. So he stayed 1 year. Then Lina asked, what offering we can do? I say, I will ask the Manubhai what is to be done. Then I called the Manubhai, what is you want? He says, whatever you like, they can give the clothes, that is good, and some money. So how many require meters? About 2,000, 3,000. He says, I will give 5,000 meters. Every 3 months, you supply the people. Saris, dhotis, and long cloth, all white. So whatever type you want, that I will supply every 3 months. Before that, 2 months before, you write it me so many require saris, so many dhotis, and long cloth how much required within 5,000 meters. So every year he used to send, and with the money, some few lakhs he used to send. So sending here about 10 or 15 years he sent it. Then Manubhai had, I don't require the now clothes, you can send the money. So till now the money is coming from there. Ambalal Sarabhai's group and this Mangal Kirtar's groups coming every day. Meanwhile, I was in Central Bureau. Their bureau was in 1952. I came then, Central Bureau. Mother sent me there because I was working in laundry work, hard work, because I was very strong. The mother said, you go there, laundry, and work there. So we are the very few people, about 12 people, and there is no workers, another worker. So about daily 1,000, 2,000 clothes comes. Night time we soak it in the boiler. Morning we bring it out, wash it, dry it. Afternoon we ironing everything, and next day we give to the people. Like that we. So that time the Jyotinda was there in charge of that. Jyotinda. He liked very much. He said, this boy is very young. He said, I don't want to spare from here. And the mother, that time in the Bureau Central there was nobody. So only Kameshwar was looking after all the department. This domestic department, then bank department, and police department. And also another PRO just like that way he was going. So he said, the mother asked, he asked somebody should I require. So Nalini gave some names to mother, about 10 people's name. Then afterwards, reading that, this Manubhai will do that work. you send him there. That time this our Jyotinda was very upset. He says, I don't want to send him. He should stay here and work here. Mother says, no, he required there, let him go. Meanwhile, I has to, in the laundry, I had little spare times. So I asked the cottage industry, Ganpat Rama. So I asked Ganpat Rama, we can have some socks for the playground doing. If you can provide a hand machine, I can do it. Because I know a little bit technique of that. So then we got it one machine, by hand machines, socks preparing. So every day I used to, within 2 or 3 hours, 12 pairs I used to do. And next day I will stitch it nicely, wash it nicely, and give it to mother, offer it to this much, 12 pairs have I done it, so much. Now you don't do it, you remain in Central Bureau and do the work. So I did the work about 12 years there. So my work was going more increasing because domestic I looked after, bank I used to look after, police I looked after, and this ashram, this visitors I going and coming. So visitors work was too much, so much work. So I cannot concentrate domestic work or any other work. So I told Kameshwar, you look after other works. I look after only visitors work, and little bit domestic I will look after, and accounts and these things. So all right. So after darshan, before 10 days, after 10 days, I won't go home at all. I remain in the chair. No food, only tea. Tea, only 40 cups a day, 40 to 50 cups a day I used to drink tea. On that, going on, working on that. So sleep is little bit sleep. Morning I go 6 o'clock morning, 5 o'clock, till continuing the 15-20 days there in the office. I'm not go home, not changing the dresses, not washing my bath also not taking, everything sitting on. Because line is big line up to Ganesh temple. My central bureau is there. So nearly 100 people used to come. I had to look after and give the say, go this one, Parka Sharma, another guest house is the Castellini, all these people. Then Golconda I have to send. The list will come from Madhav Pandit's place. So many places we have to send it. So when they says, my name is this name, so I have to find out in the list and then I have to send them there. So there is another, at that time the foreigners used to come. The problem was the foreigners, where they are coming, from where they are staying, how they are coming. All this I have to ask them. So I prepare one formula about this, coming from the name, father's names, all this, from there where they are coming, passport number, everything. I gave the CBI office in Pondicherry. This is correct or not? Then we can do it. 4 slips we can prepare and give it to the people. So this is all right, and they have included many. Then four pages we do. Each person 4 pages copy. So they prepare the copy, passport number, everything, and I get it all this, and then I send it to foreign department here in Pondicherry. One day there is something happens. I don't know what is happens to me. One foreigner came, 2 foreigners. They gave me passports, some different types. Then I asked, what is your nationality? They say nationality and different passport is there. What is that? Then say, all right. I was quiet. So you can, where are you going to stay? The Park Guest House. Another say the Castellini. All right, you can go. Meanwhile, I search everything. There is something fishy is there. So I informed to my Kameshwar, something is wrong in this. So what is to be done? So he says better to go to the CBI, get the things. So I took it, the paper, and give it to them, photos, everything. And then they says, we'll see. Then they went there. They searched. There are so many passports, persons, same name, so many persons, different countries, and coins are different. They find out some Pakistanis. So they say Pakistan is something suspicious is there. So after 2 days they are made in the exile, you can go out. One is German was came. German was the same place, same thing was happened. So that is also sent him out. And that time the Chudamani was there here, in our Pondicherry's police office, IG. He came and he came, thanked to me, you have done good work. This is some foreigners, suspicious foreigners. You should not, you have given to us to find out the place and this. Then afterward they found in Madras, they had suspected the person, these two. Then they have sent it to some, they have done their work. So afterwards I said, this is finished. Then I had little time for this. People are coming, visitors, how to stay, where to go, and what is the ashram, all these things. They don't know, because I prepared the Pondicherry street-wise plan. Right, it was not there in us. So I prepare and put it in block systems, give it to the press, our ashram press. They prepare the block and then advertise the pamphlet they prepare where the places are there. They given there.
Now, Manubhai, I want to back up just a little bit because I have some things to ask you.
Oh, yes.
One is, what was Sri Aurobindo's voice like?
Oh, very sweet voice. Very sweet voice. It's very sweet. Sweet, very sweet voice. He speaks very slowly and sometimes very loudly.
Huh?
When sometimes very loudly, sometimes very slow, very mild ways he speaks. When the war was there, in that time the Bachelor says, Purani says that Japan war is coming. So that time Sri Aurobindo became so much powerful and made the sound. That sound is affected that side and they started another side the war. These people, the Hitler and this, they have gone from Japan side to another sides. They change it way. They should not come in India. So they change it. That's I heard from the Purani and Dr. Bechellal's. That is the thing was there.
No.
Very sweet voice. Mother was very little bit loud voice speaking, but she wrote a very sweet, gentle.
And when you were working in laundry and in Bureau Central, did you have regular correspondence with Mother, or did you ask her questions, or did she just guide you from within?
She guides me from Indian sides. She guides. I only say, wherever you like to send me, I can go and work wherever you like. So I work many departments, not one department, many departments. So from bakery, this laundry to I came to the Central Bureau. I remained about 10, 12 years. Then the people are coming, more visitors. They have no tickets to go back, reservation, all these things. Then that Johar was there. Johar, that is Lata's father.
Father, yeah.
Yes. He had the connection with the Ram Mohan company in Madras. He says you start with this, then you can. Then I wrote to you can send it, write it in letters, and we'll send the tickets. We give the money there. So every time my time was going much there because I prepare postcard. In postcard I write it everything, the details. From Madras to Bombay, Madras to Ahmedabad, Madras to Calcutta, which train they like, all these things. They send the ticket, I send money to them. So I take little service charges from them, each tickets. That ticket charges I offer to the mother. Like that I used to.
Now
So
I have one more question. And that is, you had how many darshans of Sri Aurobindo?
I have got the 4 darshans.
4 darshans.
4 darshans.
Can you tell us what it was like for you as a young boy and a young man to stand before Sri Aurobindo?
It's difficult to say. Difficult to say.
Some have told us he was like Himalaya. Some talked about his calm and
It's
peace.
very calm and quiet. Very sits just like statue. If you see the Dr. Eggenberger, Banerjee sits opposite side and Sri Aurobindo sits this side. Both you will find that both are equal. Faces and ears and bodies and all this face like this sitting. Sherwindo also, mother, Upen Banerjee also. But we won't find who is a Sherwindo, who is a Upen Banerjee. Same facial, full body. He was a Uttari Himalayan, Himagiri, they say Calcutta. He came from Bangladesh. He was staying there, where the Dasharat Chetty's house is there, where Sherwindo stayed there. So he stayed there, ground floor, Jugal, and this, this is Dr. Upen Banerjee and his sister. When sister used to go to mother, I ask the old ladies to go there, and I ask what is impression to mother. The mother says she is the last verse in Krishna's gopis. This is Upen Banerjee's sisters. Krishna's gopis there, so she has come to here to serve me. So she says like that. Whenever I go sometime to her,
Yes.
because generally after finishing my 10 o'clock service in the Central Bureau, I give the record everything to mother. This much people have gone, this much have gone out. And then she said, why can't you write it in and send it to each departments? So I asked Kameshwar to do it on 4 slips, carbon paper. I'll put it, morning I'll say, afternoon I'll send it, how many people have gone, how many departure. And then she says, it is not enough. Now you start the statistics work in the ashram. How many people are there, how many ladies are there, how many educations are there, educated people are there, where they are staying, what they are working. The big job was there. So I had to go each house and go down. After 12 o'clock, because people are not coming in at that time. So 12 to 2, I run about each houses, our ashram houses. There is a list is there. The Kunuma has given the list, so many houses. I said, better to print it and give me the street-wise, number-wise. What are our ashram houses? What are the rented houses? Where are the private houses that they are staying devotees? So he gave, and every 6 months I have to prepare the list for 6 copies carbon. I type it and prepare it, and 3rd month, 6 months afterwards, I prepare everything, give it to one to the Nalinida, one to Amruta, one Madhav Pandit, one dining rooms, one receptions, one the furniture departments. Another is last is reception house, and there people are staying and receiving people are there. So there I send it. So the complete detail is there. People are where they are staying, what they are working, where they are staying, what they are working, what type of worker are there, is they educated or not. All this I write it. Then marvelous job. And also date of birth. Once mother says you write it, people's date of birth. So I can know the people are coming this day or this day. All right, I will start. So next 6 months afterwards, I went each people, what is your birth date, where from which village you are coming, where all these thing details are. So nearly 1,500 people. So each people I have to go and ask everywhere. To ask, and that is a big job to do it. And then I thought that this is we doing, but alphabetical if I do it much better. Then alphabetical ABC like that I prepared the slips, and ABC the card wise I prepared.
And you showed to mother?
I said, what a wonderful work you are doing. This work it's difficult to do. Now it is difficult for them now to do this work. Because each house to go and get it. And then afterwards when I was working at the Central Bureau, then she says, you go each houses, see their bathrooms, latrines, whether are clear or not. Cleans. Because sometimes the devotees are slipped away in the bathroom, get the knocks and all this. So my work was the domestic work now. That time she says, so you can go and see how the work. Then you have to give me night time, you have to write it and give me what is the things are there. So I have to write it and send it in the evening to give it to Amruta. And morning she will say, when I go for the flowers, taking the flowers, that time she will give, you have done, but this you look after properly, the bathroom, this bathroom and this.
So you saw mother almost every day?
Every day, every day. Night time also, I about 10:30 I go to her, every day. Because that time, the Champaklal is there. Nobody will ask me, where you have come, why you have come, nobody will ask me. Mother says, he has to come every day here, 10:30, and see me, and give me report all. So I used to give the report, everything, daily. So about 10:30, she comes about 8 or 8:30 there. She takes the food, everything. I go playground, finishing my dress, changing. Then I prepare the list. Then I go to the mother and give it to this. This much money has come, so I have given to Kameshwar Rao. He will send it to there. So everyday collection is that. Collection we have to give it. Report I will give, and report will give it to Kameshwar Rao because my head is there. So he will give it to every 15 days their collections. Whatever expenditure is there, they will do. Looking behind that, look after the domestic works. I had the 300 workers with me. So 300 workers, 1 hour, 2 hours, every disciples we have to send it for water papers, cleaning paper, cleaning their clothes, everything, how many hours they require. So I have to give them. So that is very difficult job to them, to arrange it everywhere. How to arrange daily. Then I say, it is, mother, I say, it is very difficult for me, all this look after. No, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it very well. Start with that. So I started doing, also I prepared the table. Each workers, how many, 8 hours we have to give. So 4 hours, the mother is to give the timings. That you give the time, these 4 hours to that, 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. So beside that, I had the visitors' works. Visitor, when they go to the private house and stay there, I have to send the water, cleaning the rooms, all these things we have to do, and give them information of this ashram. So afterwards, I started this. Then travel agency has come with me.
We have run for almost 1 hour, and I don't think we've touched a drop of the ocean yet.
No, it will take time.
So
2 or 3 times we have to
So let us end today's meeting and meet again very soon. Just tell us a few things about Mother to end today.
See, in the evening I used to go there, and when 10:30, sometimes she goes in trance. After taking food also she won't take. Then Champaklal says she has gone in trance, how will you go? So 10, 12, 12:30, then she gets up. Oh, Manubhai, you have come. From what time you come? I said, brother, I came. I'm sitting here. Sorry for that, you have come. So I said, not sorry, but you are here. Presence I'm getting very much good. So you come next day morning, 6 o'clock. Before balcony start, I go there before that. So another duty has come. So morning I have to make it ready myself, go before 5:45 to go there and see her in the well-going passage. There's old balcony. She used to come 6 o'clock every day, every morning. So there she used to come. Then I used to stand there. Mother, can I go to Central Bureau or not? You have to go. You have not to lose. But I give you some instruction. You follow it and follow that work. Now do it very well. You have to work in Central Bureau for a time. Then I say, Mother, I had the work. Another work has come. Travel agency people are suffering for going back. So what I do? Let us see. Time will take time.
So let us
she
end
was
there.
very sweet and and she gives the flowers, so many flowers. And flowers I used to take to Nalina's, I give to Nalina, Amrita, and I take it to Central Bureau.
Thank you, Manubhai.
Bye.
So we'll meet
This is-
again very soon
Okay.
because we
Then
have
I will
many
take your-
questions for you.
Yes. Or you can ask many questions. But sharing those, very, I can't, I can't tell what is sharing those. It is just like sitting, just like sitting in the chair and the outside. Then I see sometimes, oh, he gives sometimes to me darshan also. Every time, sometimes. When the darshan time is, then I ask him, because I cannot go up staircase. So I can ask Mother and Sherida, give me darshans here. So I put agarbatti in my rooms and I see the Shervindas coming. So he always with me, the Shervindo and Mother. Always. I see their faces and always going. So that is the life. I see so many yogis here, in not in Pondicherry, Tirunamalai, and this afterwards I give the things.
Okay.
What
Good.
another sickness,
Good.
how the sickness has come, all these things. Okay. Thank you.